Hello, everyone. My name is Jaya, and welcome back to another mini mic'd up series. Hello, if you're new here, my name is Jaya. I am a professional dancer. I am a dance educator, but I'm also the founder of Jaya, a dancer brand that is made for everybody. Okay, let's get into today's topic, or the last topic of today, which is being a dance major and having my BFA in dance. What does that mean? What is that? Like, I feel like a lot of people don't understand, a lot of people don't know. So we're going to discuss that, and I'm going to hip you guys to what that is. So let's get right into it. If you haven't seen my other mini mic'd up series, please click somewhere up here to go check those out. I'll give you a little bit more of an insight on what I'm doing this for and what I talk about and why I'm so heavily invested in talking about dance. So yeah, let's get into today's topics. I have my BFA in dance from George Mason University. Go Mason, woo woo. We love Mason Dance Program. It's a great program. If you are interested in a dance program, I highly suggest Mason. Not only because I went there, but because it truly is a really good program. I'm going to read off my handy dandy iPad exactly what the overview of the curriculum of what the degree is and what it entails. And then I'm going to get into the deep requirements and the related things that, go into a dance degree for this particular program. The BFA in Dance is a performance-oriented contemporary dance program designed to prepare students professionally as performers, choreographers, educators, and active leaders of the dance community. Students in this program demonstrate technical mastery and devote their college studies to intensive and comprehensive dance curriculum. Daily technical training in modern dance and ballet and numerous performance opportunities develops a versatile dancer. Students progress in the BFA program is assessed consistently, and yes, we are. Yes, we were. I was. Because of the professional nature of the BFA degree, the program requires completion of 123 credits of coursework. I feel like a lot of people think that when you are a dance major that you just dance all day and then you get your degree. But when you go to a university that is not a conservatory, you have to also take regular credits and gen eds, which is general education that everyone has to take when they complete any degree. You know what I mean? So let's go into what Mason's core credits you have to have that I don't think anyone can get out of, okay? So first is English. You have to take 3 English classes because you also take literature. So to get a BFA in dance, you have to take 3 English classes. You also have to take math classes and science classes and history classes. So you have quantitative reasoning, information, and IT class. Oh, I hate IT class, but that's how Walt and I met, not to date, but met to be friends for real. So you have to take an IT class, you have to take which is information technology, you have to take a quantitative reasoning class, you have to take global history, global context, literature, natural science, social and behavioral sciences. Those are the core classes that everyone has to take to get a degree, okay? Now, the dance major core classes, which are rhythmic analysis and music resources in dance, which I think is so important because when I got into the class, you realize how many dancers actually don't have rhythm and actually don't have musical ear, IQ, whatever you want to call it. And I think that's very important to be a dancer. You need to understand music. So I'm glad that this class exists. Dance improvisation, which is also important because also you realize a lot of dancers don't know how to improv. That's weird, but it's good that they have this class. Also, orientation of dance production. So the orientation of dance production is like stage stuff. So like lighting, stage management, sound, understanding like what the crew does. When you're a dancer, especially on stages, you have a crew. And so this class helps you understand what they do and how much they contribute to a dance performance. And it gives you a lot more respect for them. You should already have respect for them, but it just gives you a lot more respect for them because you understand their job and kind of how hard it is. This class is really good to understand all that goes into a dance production. So really good class. Then you have our science classes for dance, which is dance anatomy and kinesiology, which is so important because you're an athlete at the end of the day. You're an artist and you're an athlete. Since it's a degree, you don't get athletes benefits, which is like massages. I mean, you can, like we did have a PT, but it was only one, but that's because ours is a degree and an art form mixed with athleticism. So learning about anatomy and kinesiology is really important to being a dancer because you need to know how your body works and like what's going on with it when you do have an injury or something like that you may have accumulated from dancing. And then you have dance composition, which is choreography. That class is really, really nice because it can be like comes naturally to some people, but also like there's elements in choreography that the teachers like expose to you to make your choreography more dynamic, have more levels, has more of like an entertainment factor, and not just entertainment, but just more depth to it. And these choreography classes help you explore these things with your peers and with like a teacher, which is really, really fun. I used to love dance competition. Some people hated it, but I loved it. You have two of those. You have dance competition 1 and dance competition 2. The difference is dance composition and choreography is that dance composition is kind of you workshopping in these classes, but then choreography is when you get to host an audition for all the dance majors or whoever in the school wants to audition, and then you choreograph for stage. Choreography is like you actually making a dance for production versus like composition is kind of like you just in the lab figuring out like different ways to choreograph and stuff like that. And then you have a residency workshop, which these things, and dance performance, these things are like you're lucky to, not lucky, but like you have to work to get into, because these aren't credits, but these are things that like contribute a lot to your dance experience. Like how many dance performances are you in? And residency is for gala. I think in the beginning of every year there's a mass audition for dance majors, and we have guest choreographers come in where you do an audition and then like you get picked or whatever, or cut. There's some people who've never been in a gala. There's some people who've been in gala every year. It just depends. The choreographers come in, they pick some dancers, and then you have a residency. If you get picked, you have a residency with these choreographers, and then you perform in a gala, which is just like a big, big show at the end of the year. I think it's in March. Residency is so interesting because like I think you get like 2 weeks, but you get to work with the company, choreographers or whatever, and they teach you a dance that our school, I guess, bought from them. And then we have only a certain amount of time that we can use that dance, and then you perform it in gala or whatever other events that Mason may have. Like we have a lot of donor events, we have scholarship events, student choreography they take to like different types of dance conferences or dance festivals, and like you'll see them perform it. So anyway, that's dance residency, but that's, like I said, not for everybody. Some people may never experience it, and some people may experience it a lot. So it all just depends on you as a dancer. Then you have advanced production, and that's when you actually take on the role of a backstage crew. So like I was assistant stage manager, which is like the person who's standing in the wing with the headset on and the light, and like lets the stage manager know when people are on stage ready to go, lets people know when they're done to cut the lights, turn the lights back on. That part was fun, like being the actual stage crew and not being a dancer and like being in charge of the show. It's a lot of pressure in a different way. And then you have dance history, and dance history is in 2 parts. Dance history is interesting to me because I will say I didn't enjoy it. I'm a history buff. I love historical things, but I didn't enjoy dance history because I didn't get to learn about the dancers that I wanted to learn about. I learned about the dancers that typically I learned about, and I didn't really like that. And we also learned about a lot about like, obviously we learned about ballet and modern, but like I wanted to learn more about like just different people. And then you have introduction to contemporary movement theories. I don't remember this one. Somatics. Somatics. I love somatics. Focuses on ways somatic practices can deepen perceptual processes and influence movement aesthetics. Theories studied may include Alexander technique, field cross, I don't know what that is, body mind centering, and endokinesis. I love this class. Who's teaching it now? I think when I was there, Buffy taught it, and she was such a great teacher. Oh my gosh, I love Buffy. There's teaching methods, which is for all of my dance people who want to be teachers and go into like public schools and just teach dance. This class everyone had to take, but there was like different credits for people who knew that they wanted to teach afterwards that they could earn so that they could go into these schools or whatever to teach right after college. And one of my friends, my roommate Ariana, hey Ariana girl, she actually is a dance teacher in a middle school, I believe. Is it middle school or high school? I can't remember. She took the extra credits so she could be a dance teacher, which I thought was really dope. And then you have senior dance seminar, which is at the end of the year. Every dance major has to give a speech about their life and their experience and dance and all of that. So senior year, you have like a workshop where you workshop your final speech and you read it in front of your classmates 1,000 times and in front of the teacher, and the teacher will give you notes and your classmates will give you notes, and it's just like, it's just a way to like really wrap up your dance experience, your college dance experience, right before you graduate and leave. And it's just, it's cute. That's what I'm saying. It's cute. So those are all the core classes that aren't dance classes. But then after that, you have to take 20 credits of modern dance and modern contemporary dance and ballet. So 40 credits in total of just dance. And then you have to take elective classes. So these classes are not modern, contemporary, or ballet. So you'll have an option of tap, you have jazz, you have global perspective, you have hip hop. We already talked about that. But the hip hop teacher that I had at Mason actually taught hip hop. Like, he taught us the elements and what they all meant and all of that. So it was actually a real hip hop education. That's what I appreciate it too. They didn't call it hip hop, they called it dance popular culture. Come on, woke Mason, we love that for us. And then you could do like teaching creative movement, independent choreography, advanced residency workshop. Like, it's like all these different extra credit things, not extra credit, but like these dance electives that you had to take. When I was in school, I took Bollywood dance, and that was a hoot. That was fun. Long story short, as you can see, these are all the things that go into being a dance major, and it covers a lot of topics. It's not just dancing the whole time. It's quite jam-packed. And a lot of my friends who went to conservatories, they said that their curriculum is not as jam-packed because it is more focused on dance. Like, I don't think they have to take gen eds. Correct me if I'm wrong. But for people who went to university that has dance degrees, you have to take the gen eds. Dance for me, like, I really didn't have that much free time. Like, on the weekends, we would force ourselves to have fun. Like, we would go to parties and stuff like that. But during the week, literally my schedule would be, we had 8 a.m. or 9 a.m.s. We had 9 a.m.s every day, Monday through Friday, which some of my friends who were like regular students, that's what we call them, some of them wouldn't even have class on Monday or Friday because they would be able to put their schedule to be that way. But dance majors, nope. No ifs, ands, or buts. You have 9 a.m.s every single day, Monday through Friday, okay? When you get like a junior and senior, sometimes you meet your dance credits already, so you don't have to take the morning class, but you still have to take your 10:30 class. My day will start at 9 every day, no matter what, and then it will like trickle to like 9, 10 sometimes. From 9 to 12, I'm dancing, and then I have gen ed, so I might go to a history class, might go to math class, might go to science class, whatever, and then come back and do like a somatics, do a dance history class, do something where I'm sitting at a desk still, wherever. Choreography, where I'm thinking, and all the, or improv, where I'm dancing but not really dancing, and then I'll have those classes, and then after those classes, we will have rehearsals for student pieces or residency pieces. So your core classes would end around like 5 for some people. I remember I had a 7:30, I think. I had a 7:30 lecture at one point. It was like once a week, but it was 7:30 lecture, and then that ended at like 10 or something crazy like that. Also, before I was dance major, I had a 7:30 a.m. class for public speaking. Who wants to talk at 7:30 a.m.? for some public speaking? But anyway, beside the point. Your schedule is jam-packed. You have to figure out when you're going to eat. You have to figure out when you're going to have fun. You got to figure out when you're going to do homework. Okay? It was a lot. And I honestly look back at that now being so far removed from it. And I'm just like, how did I do this? How did I have the energy to get up and dance every day? Like, granted, we would be complaining. We would complain. But still do it, because I paid for my credits. Shoot, I ain't getting no scholarship or nothing like that. So I was there every class, okay? Bright and early. I was there every day. Because, I didn't have time because I'm still paying for it. Anyway, but yeah, it's a very, very intense program. And a lot of people don't make it through. A lot of people drop out. You see a class always start with like a good amount of people. And then like some classes end with like 5. And you're like, dang, what happened to everybody? Because it's not for the week. Now, class of 2017... we stayed strong. 3 of us, me and 2 other dancers, we were added later because we became dance majors later. Some of the people that left our class, it kind of evened out because like we came in and then they left. So it was like even. But we stayed strong. We were a solid like 30 deep, okay? Everyone else, all the other classes had like less than 20 people. But my class, 2017, know about it. But yeah, so that just gives you a little bit more insight on what George Mason dance program is like. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of dance programs follow similar curriculums to this one. So if you're interested in being a dance major, just know that's what goes into it when you go to a university. This is not a conservatory. I repeat, this is not for a conservatory. This is for a university, and specifically George Mason University. So anyway, I hope this helps. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in another video very, very soon. Not wearing this outfit. Okay. Bye.